Welcome back, week 3. Okay, so I've been working on using all of the gold pieces I printed out last week and this week. Okay, so we just want to, I have a YouTube channel, and you know that I sell on Etsy my AJDprintables. Now, these are AJDprintables. Now, I mean, they're $5 or something. They're nothing. They're just in case you're actually following what I'm doing. I've put them up there for sale so that you can actually instantly download 22 pages and print out whatever you want to print out, the ones that you like, that just so that you have a choice, but you don't need to. But these are up there on AJDprintables. I'll put the link below, and they're just all different kinds of textures in black and white. Now, I've printed these off not full A4 pages, A4 sizes. I've printed them off, 2 on a page, and this one I've printed off 9 on a page. So I could utilize, the squares. Now, there's a couple of things I actually like to do when I do that, though, is when you print off this way, and you could use that little black bit on one of your pages, but I also like to black out the edges. And with a thicker brush, a thicker pen sometimes. This is just a thin one, but you can make, different designs in here, or squigglies, or do something that's going to, make another pattern along the way. I actually like to do that because I don't like, how I don't like white so much. And I also don't like the edges when you cut them. So when I rip that, I would rip that, just as an example, I would rip that down, and it wouldn't have that white edge. It'll have a black line, yes, but I prefer black to white. Just want something I actually do on mine, but I do use a thicker pen normally. That's a little hint, but you might like that perfect white. You might like the white square. Yeah, I don't know. That's up to you. Anyway. So these are there, and we are going to work with these today on a couple of the pages and that I've already prepared and from last time. And so I'm going to work on this really, really busy one, actually, because this is probably one of the most difficult ones. The ones that are actually, oh, no, actually, we'll work on this page. We'll work on this one first. Okay. So with this, I probably, on a couple of them, I've actually bordered. I've just literally ripped up. Hold on, let me just get that. Not that, not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. So now I do understand this is definitely cheating, I suppose, in some way with collage papers. You didn't make them yourself, but you could go to the trouble of making them yourself. I'm not saying don't make them yourself, because it's just a time thing, and they're just there. So, so on these big pieces, I just rip up like so, but on the little ones, I like. So you could make pieces of this without thinking about it too much, okay? Do not think too much. Now remember, this is going to be, it's only going to be half. So, for instance, you could knock out some of that, because it's very intense, this whole thing. So you could knock out some of that particular with the white. You could knock out some small. You could put it on the edge and, you know, down the bottom here. You could put a piece here. You could put it anywhere. You might glue it on there. So it's all up to you, and you don't actually have to use the same one on each side, obviously. And so it's just a bit of a play today. I'm going to play with these. Now, you can make these. You can make translucent ones. I'm just going to rip that one up like that. I'm going to go right in so I don't actually, and then I might get a white border around that. So there are different techniques. Maybe you might like that as a white border. Maybe you might like this as a black border. Maybe you don't want it black, any of the white at all. White, see, it's funny, white and I do not really get on. But I'm trying really hard in this to actually allow it to be there. So, without giving too much thought to everything. I love this print though, and I don't want to cover up too much of it, but I know I need to cover up some of it because it's too intense at this point. Now, this is the way I work. I know a lot of other artists that just do the page, like the whole page together, but because I'm just working with these particular things, I want to do all of the different pages. Work a little bit differently. Not focus. And I think that by doing this way, it's not that big a decision. Do you know what I mean? Like it's, I think I might go the whole way there. You can also, and I might pop a bit of that just there. Actually, that is what I'm going to do. My beautiful blue glue. We do love my blue glue. Now I'm going to go in that, and I'm going to leave that little border. See the little black border I've got on this side of the papers on this particular book. I really love that. So I'm going to leave that. I haven't decided what I'm doing, but I am going to put, remember I said, you know, I'm actually going to make just another piece there that's the same. It's going to go there. And then on this side, I was going to go darker, but because it's so, oh, the other thing is when I print, I actually print on recycled paper. So all of these are printed on my printer on other pieces of already used paper, so I don't waste anything. Kind of like this concept. Might be a little bit big, but I want to leave that white border, but I don't know why I've got this box thing going on. But anyway, this is what we're doing today. This is what I'm doing with them today. Oh, and it might be thicker. That's one of the things. There we go. So I'm just going to put a black border around this one with that, and I mean you could clearly do that. Maybe it's a black and white border. Maybe it is. Might be a little bit big though. I'm thinking I need to take it down just a notch, and maybe not that shape. Oh, that's better. Something really odd. So which one do I like better at this point? I think that's the little bit that I'm just going to put on today. Just there. Not too much thought going into it because it's a building up process. Absolutely building up process. So, I mean, you know, it doesn't, you don't need to have much thought. Doesn't need to be a really lot. As you can see on this particular one, which is really, really busy, I'm probably going to knock out quite a lot of that because there's just so much going on. I need to bring back some white, but I don't know that it needs to be that one. I think I might use circles. And is it the big circles or the little circles? No, I think it's the big circles I need. So you can zoom on. I'm just going to do this for a little while. I'm just going to do this page and then that'll be me. Then I will move on to my next technique I was going to show you. So I'm thinking about there. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make like a box. Frameable box. Like that. And I'm going to, remember it's half. Doesn't have to be, you know, you can put it wherever, but just remember it is only going to be half. But I really feel I'm going to put it about there. Yep, definitely. So it's a matter of playing, isn't it, where you actually want it, like moving it about. And I mean, you're all probably experts at collaging and figuring out where something should go. And it is totally intuitive, really. I think that we're all good at it. Do you know what I mean? It's just a matter of balance. So this page is quite balanced to me at the moment. With all, it's got like quite a lot. This is all the papers, the tracing paper, and that's been put onto the picture. That's all, yeah. And then there's this one that's been put on. That's all that's been put on, and there's like so much going on the page. This one, on the other hand, this page is actually very busy. I don't know that I really need to add any more to that at this particular time. I'm quite happy with that. You don't have to add. Just adding. You don't have to add the papers to all pages. So there's this one, and then there's this one, and I might follow through on the bottom here at a different angle actually and finish that. Maybe I'll have a bit of a think about that. So that's what I'll be doing. That's all I will be doing with these ones. I will be building them up now with the tissue papers and the black and white line work. Now, whether you do it opaquely or you do it translucently is up to you. So translucently, obviously the printout ones are opaque, but you can quite simply make your own, you know, by going like squiggling and sticking those down in different textures. But they would be always black black on white, not the other way around, unless you had black tracing paper or something like that. So you could make your own. The other thing was I was going to work with the graphite pencil. Now the graphite pencil, you know, is gorgeous because you can squiggle and, you know. But then if you get your paintbrush and you can wet it down, you turn it into ink. So that's another look too. Do I have a paintbrush? So you can actually, and I'll just do it, totally make a mess with water and the brush, which, as you know, it pieces of tissue paper are just really good with that sort of thing. There's the, you can use Inktense, you can use and make marks with it, but remember, it's not waterproof. So the graphite pencil is not waterproof. There is a waterproof one, but you can't do this to it, obviously. Anyway, so these are you can make your own with all sorts of different black and line making tools on translucent paper, or you can do the opaque thing and just use those in small parts or large parts, depends on what you actually want to make. Okay, all right, I will see you next week. Have a fantastic one, and I look forward to seeing some of your work sometime. Okay, bye.